Hey, fellow gamers, it's Cozy Mel, and I'm here with another Palia video for you. We are on our brand new plot, and we already did everything with Hodari, and we set up our workbench, and we built our first storage chest, and we build our storage chest with a few things that we had. And now we are going to leave the plot and go meet some more NPCs. But first, the game requires you to build your tent. So we'll have to check and see. Oh, looks like we don't quite have enough wood to build our tent. And even though we're going to try not to cut down too many trees on our plot, it's okay to go ahead and cut down some that might be in the way when it's time to set up your house. So, it's your choice whether you want to cut some down that are right in the middle, really close to the workbench, or one from the edge of the property, farther away, outside of your fence line. You can cut one of those down too, but it just takes a couple of trees, and then you would have enough to craft your tent. So now that we have done that, we've got enough sapwood from cutting down a tree or two that we can make our tent. Because I don't think you can leave your plot until you make your tent and put it up. Then you can leave and go do other things in the game. So we went to the workbench and we have crafted our tent. And we have an area that we cleaned out right here up front. And the tent is ginormous, which is good because you're going to probably fill it with a lot of furniture in order to level up your furniture crafting skills, because as you level them up, you get some nice things like a loom that you can make leather and fabric and silk on. And I believe that might be level 3. So, you need this big tent to shove a whole bunch of furniture in that you're going to be making. Anyway, okay, now that we've got that done, Ani has come to visit. He belongs with the farm family that's out west of town, but he's also the mailman. So he delivers at 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. Palia time twice a day. He delivers mail, and also at those exact same times, if you put anything that you want to sell in the big orange sale box, those things will be picked up and money will be left for you at 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. Ani also is the leader of the Bug Scouts, and so he will be teaching you about catching bugs. And you want to catch them all. I know you do. We all do. So we're going to be getting to know Ani, and he'll be helping us learn how to use smoke bombs to throw at the bugs and catch them. And he is also bringing us greetings from his family, and I think some milk that his mom sent us from their farm. And he says we've got mail and that we should go ahead and look. And this is exciting. Oh my goodness, ENR has sent us our first fishing pole. This is a makeshift fishing pole, but it works just great. It's fine, and you will get a better one. You'll be able to make a better one soon after you level up a couple of levels in fishing. So that's the great thing about this game. If you want to get good at something, go do it. And the more you do it, the better you'll get at it, and the better equipment you'll get for it. So that's neat. And, oh, even more exciting, we have something from Hassan, and Hassan is our hunting instructor. He will teach us how to hunt, and he has sent us a makeshift bow and some makeshift arrows and a pattern, a recipe, so that we can make our own arrows from here on out as long as we have flint and wood. So that's great. Now we can be kind of self-sufficient on getting some meat. So we're going to tell Ani that we loved getting mail, and we're so glad he brought mail, and we hope he brings back our mail every day. We're excited about it. So we'll finish speaking with Ani, and I'm not going to print it for you. You can read all of the text, and you should read all of the text with every NPC because you will really get to know them. They will introduce themselves, and they'll tell you about their hopes, their dreams, what they want to be when they grow up, what they thought they would be before they grew up and had to be something else. Depending on their age, you're going to learn so much about them. And so it's not like an NPC in WoW POW or some of the other games where they just stand in one spot and tell you to go get 20 piles of sticks. You know, these NPCs have lives and homes. And so, you know, it really pays to get to know them and to level up your friendship with them and do quests for them. It's just a big part of the game. So now we're going back to our storage box and we're going to put away the milk that we got. And we are also going to put away our flint and save it, you know, because we'll need it to make some arrows. And we'll put away the rocks because we will be using rocks to build our very first fire pit so that we can cook mushrooms ourselves. And without rocks, you cannot make the fire pit. And then we've got some mushrooms that Hodari gave us, and we'll be able to eat those to get focus. You can play all you want without focus. You're not going to fall down dead in the middle of the field because it's 1 in the morning and you didn't make it home to go to sleep. Oh, Stardew Valley. Um, you can play with focus or without focus. By eating food and having focus, you are going to earn, say, double the experience that you earn without focus. So if you want to level up quickly, you want to eat food. And right now we don't know how to make any food, so we have to, you know, eat raw mushrooms. That's kind of our only choice. So we're going to have to leave our plot and go out and do some exploring. And hopefully we will meet RETH, who is our cooking teacher. And he'll be able to teach us some things. And we may pick up a quest or two along the line because when you very first start the game, it's overwhelming. There are quests everywhere. Don't feel like you have to do all the quests the first minute in the game. It gives you time. You have all the time in the world to do them. So, you know, if you like to rush, go ahead and rush. If you like to take your time, take your time. Ani has a quest for us. He had a quest marker above his head. And so he's going to get us going in the bug scouts. So we'll have what he calls a bug belt, and you won't see it over your clothing when you put it on. It's an invisible bug belt, but you put it on and it holds your bug bombs, the smoke bombs that you use to stun the bugs so that you can pick them up and bring them home. And believe it or not, you use bugs a lot in this game as gifts to NPCs. They're used in some recipes that some people make. They can be used to decorate your home in some nice aquarium type things if they are star level bugs. There's just a lot of neat things about them. So you actually do want to level up your bug catching, and Ani will help you with that along the way. So as you grow and learn, he will be your instructor in that field. And then he'll also tell you some more things about himself. Oh, there's a lot of players here today getting to know Ani. So new players who also want to learn about bug catching and go out and catch them all. Now we're going back to the inn where we met Ashura the first time. Ashura works at night and RETH works during the day. And RETH is our cooking instructor, so we want to go meet RETH. And if there's things he needs us to do, we're definitely going to do them because we want to be able to make our own food. We could check and see what kind of a gift he would like. Looks like maybe he needs chop of meat. Sometimes he will tell you what kind of a gift that other people want. He might tell you what Ashura wants. He might tell you what Sifu wants. He doesn't always ask for something for himself, but it's good to know. And then we can also tell him, you know, we'd really like to learn to cook. So he will give us a recipe to make a campfire. And on that campfire, we will be able to grill mushrooms. So hopefully, once we get back home, we will have what we need to build the campfire and to grill some mushrooms. It takes 3 mushrooms, I think, to make a batch of grilled mushrooms, and then you get 50 focus from doing that. So those are the things that we quickly learn from RETH. And then when we go out into the world, there are mushrooms to be found in certain areas of the world. Mostly in Kilima, you would find them out to the east. But we also need to talk to Badruu. and I'm circling on the map where Badruu lives. This is called Leafhopper Hills, and it's a farm, and it is where the farm family, they are the Dayus, and the Dayus live there. So Nao, Ani, and Badruu and his wife, Delilah, they all live out at the farm. We could wait for a little while here in town, and Badruu will come to town because each person does, for the most part, come to town. There are a few who do not come to Kilima Village at all. Hodari's daughter does not. But most people do come to town at some point, and we'll do that in another video. But it'll be quicker for us right now if we just go out to the farm and talk to Badruu. And on the way, we stopped and talked to Nao. And if you watched my video, you'll know why. We want to be friends with Nao, and he is our first priority. If we get a chance, we will say hello to Nao once an hour, every hour. Because we want to get to level 2 and 3 in friendship with him quickly. If you do, he has quests for you, and you do the quests, and one of the rewards is an apple seed for your farm that you normally would not get until well into late game. And so I have a video about it. If you need to know more about how to accomplish that, then you need to watch that video about why you should get to know Nao. Okay, so like I said, west of town is where the farm is. So I showed it to you on the map. And we can walk out here through the big gate, and this is Leafhopper Hills, and this is where the Dayu family lives. And you can see by that yellow marker that that is Badruu, and he wants to speak to us. So we're going to go up and talk to him about farming, and hopefully he is going to tell us how we can get started, because farming's a big part of this game, and I love it, and I love growing things and selling them and making money that way. And eventually, he will want to meet us back at our plot and teach us more about it. But first, we kind of have to get started with him and accept his quest. And he will give us, you just read through all of the notes that he gives you while you're talking to him. And I'm not going to spoil that for you. You can read them yourself and really get to know more about each character, like I said. And then he will give you a little bit of a quest, and he will let you know that um, he's going to come out to see you. And I think he also tells you that you should talk to the mayor at some point, because the mayor will be helping with paperwork as far as helping you build a house when it's time for you to build a house instead of living in the tent. So that's a hint. That's just a little hint that you're going to get from Badruu. And if you didn't read all of his dialogue, you might miss that hint. But he has finished telling us what he needs to tell us, and he says he will meet us back at our plot. And then he will give us some more instructions as far as farming. And he does still have the flag over his head, because we need to talk to him one more time to see what he has to say and to accept the quest. Now, normally, in some games, you have a button that you push to accept or not accept a quest that an NPC is trying to give you. But in this game, for the most part, when it's time for you to have a quest and you talk to the person that is going to give you the quest, it automatically shows up on your screen over on the right side. Here's your quest. You need to do this quest. Now, you can take as long as you want to do your quest. They aren't going to disappear or time out. So please like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.